Hey, here's something that's really helped me. Think of the Christian religions as a coin with two sides. One side is very disempowering, using guilt, shame, fear to give us a sin nature or sin consciousness as our self-image, which is very disempowering. The other side of the coin we have not even been allowed to see. It's the polar opposite. And let me explain it to you using this symbol right here. Now, this is the Yin Yang symbol. It beautifully illustrates the dance of opposite polarities that make up the universe. It's two halves joined to make the whole, and even though they are polar opposites, both need the other. So there can be no yang without yin, and no yin without yang, any more than we could live on this earth without the opposite forces of the north and south poles. And nothing could exist if it weren't for the opposing positive and negative forces in every atom. So along with light comes darkness, with up comes down, hot, cold, masculine, feminine. We all want to experience bliss and blessing, but along with that comes the potential for us to experience pain and suffering. And since we have the ability inside us to do good, well, that comes with our ability to do evil, and we choose. And this is why I see the Christian religion as so far out of balance, because it tells us about our sin nature, which disempowers us, because before we can join the religion, we have to accept the doctrines of the faith that are built on guilt, shame, and fear. Guilt because, we were born that way. We had no choice. Shame because we're so bad that it's our fault Jesus had to come and die. And fear because of what God is going to do to us if we don't join the religion. So we end up pledging our lives, giving our life energy to the collective, and in exchange, the collective gives us an identity, and we belong to something that's bigger than ourselves. So yes, Christianity's right. We do have a sin nature. I have one inside of me. But it's only half true, because if we have a sin nature, well, we also got to have a divine nature living in us. But we can't see it if we're looking through the lenses of doctrines that are built on guilt, shame, fear, unworthiness, fear of even daring to think we might be divine. So until we figure out that all of us have within ourselves a sin nature that will enable us to do the most horrific things, but we also have a divine nature within us, a Christ consciousness that will take us to heights and break us free from the low vibrations of guilt, shame, fear, hate, bitterness, unforgiveness, resentment, addiction, and things like that, to peace and love, joy. And this is the message, I believe, that Jesus came to teach us. And if we look at just his teachings that he actually spoke with his mouth and told us to do, if we do them, we will find our divine nature or the kingdom of heaven within. But if we don't believe that we have a divine nature, it's a sure bet that we're never going to find it. But if we know we have a divine nature and we have a roadmap to get there, well, it empowers us to make the journey. And the journey sets us free from all of the low vibration things and leads us into the fruits of love, joy, peace. So the world today definitely needs a lot more people who are living by a Christ consciousness, that nature, than the sin nature, the sin consciousness. So if this resonates with you, check out some of my other videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have the greatest day ever.